So I have a giant book haul. I have decided to film it in the living room instead of in front of my cute little bookshelf because my living room is beautiful and I just kind of want to hang out in here all the time. So this is my Christmas book haul. Some I got as gifts, some I got with Christmas money, and some I just got because I wanted to. The first two books I'm going to show you were not gifts, but I got them while I was Christmas shopping, and I saw the first one. I wasn't even looking for it, but I saw it by accident and was like, oh my god, are there any more? And I had to search to see if there were any more, and there was one other one. Those were two Bailey School Kids books, which I loved the Bailey School Kids books between the ages of probably like 8 and 10 or something around there. And it is Skeletons Don't Play Tubas and Aliens Don't Wear Braces. I remember these books being like big. I was proud of myself for reading these books because they were thick, and they're not. They're like 60 pages long, and they have crazy big writing, and they have big pictures that take up the whole page. I do want to read these because I feel like it'll take me 15 minutes. Just to bring back memories and awesomeness, but they were $1 each and I just needed them in my life. The next few books that I'm going to show you were gifts from people. The first one was from my dad, and that is The Eternals by Clover Donovan, aka Richard Reeds on BookTube. I really like the feeling of it. I know you can't feel it, but it's super soft and kind of fuzzy, and it's awesome, and I love it. This is a middle grade book about someone whose parents were witches, I think, or something, and then he finds out that there's this girl who's like the last person living who can make people eternal, and he has to save her. Something like that. It sounds exciting. I think it'll be good. And then my boyfriend got me this beautiful, ginormous, awesome, and beautiful book. Harry Potter Page to Screen, which is amazing. It's incredibly heavy and it's beautiful, and the pages inside are awesome. And like, look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. I've already read through some of it, and it's really, really cool. It's really interesting. It tells you some things that like nobody would know. Like, filmmakers were interested in turning Harry Potter into a movie before it was even published or picked up by a publisher, which is kind of cool. I'm not going to tell you any more information. You have to get it for yourself. It's beautiful and amazing. And then my brother got me two books. He got me Micro by Michael Crichton and Richard Preston. Yes. So it was started by Michael Crichton, but he died before he finished writing it. So Richard Preston finished it, and now it's a book. I have read Jurassic Park and The Lost World by Michael Crichton and really enjoyed them, and my brother has read a lot by Michael Crichton, and he really loves him, so I'm sure this will be great. It's about little tiny little bugs, but they're like electronic bugs or something, and they're killing people. I forget. I'm pretty sure it's it kind of follows a whole bunch of different people that are all experiencing like the same kind of thing. Yeah. My brother also got me What If? Serious Scientific Answers to Absurd Hypothetical Questions by Randall Munroe, which I think is really cool. He just thought it would be cool to get me a book that I don't have to kind of sit down and read from cover to cover. I can just read bits and pieces of it whenever I want, while I'm reading other books, anything. You don't have to read it in order or anything like that. And he thought it was something I would enjoy, and it does seem pretty interesting and pretty fun. When I first looked at it, I thought it was all wet and it got all ruined, but then I opened it and saw that it's like that because the inside of the dust jacket is like this, and it's so cool, and I was just seeing the other side of the map through it. That's what it was. And then even this is cool. The actual hardback. It's really awesome. And then I got some Christmas money, so I bought some books with that. Also, there was a Boxing Week sale at Chapters, so they had 30% off hardcovers. The first book that I got was Fire and Flood by Victoria Scott, which is about a girl who enters some crazy, long, grueling race so that she can win money to save her brother or something like that. And I've heard people compare it to The Hunger Games and Pokemon, which I'm very interested to see where Pokemon comes into play. But it's also kind of short, and it just seems, I also really, really like this cover, and I feel like it'll just be a really fun, quick read, so I'm excited to get to this one. Next one that I got is Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea by April Genevieve Tucholk? April Genevieve Tucholke? Or is it Genevieve? Anyway, this book, I wanted to read this book before it even came out. And now it's in paperback because the second book is out now and I just got it. So this is about a girl who, a boy moves next door or something, and he's a devil, or the devil, or something. He's something evil, but he's hot. So I think that'll be a good story. And then I got Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, which I have obviously heard a lot about, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to get it when it first came out. I kind of was like, oh, I'll probably just wait till it comes out in paperback. But then I read Attachments, and I really enjoyed Attachments. I thought it was a lot of fun, and so now I'm more interested to read this, and it is really, the hardcover is nice, so there we go. And then I got We Should Hang Out Sometime by Josh Sundquist, which I have already read, loved, and reviewed, and I will leave the review for that down below. You should check it out. Please check it out. I really, this is like the review that I'm most proud of, because I did it in like the style of the book, and I think it's super, super cute, and it's a lot of fun. So you should watch it, and like it, and comment on it. The last book that I got at Chapters was Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater, which is the third book in the Raven cycle, and I'm super, super excited for this one because I really enjoyed the first one and absolutely fell in love with the second one. I love the characters, they're so deep and wonderful, and it's such a good series, guys. If you haven't read it, you need to. If you, I don't know, tried reading the first one but you couldn't get into it, just continue. It took me a little bit to get into the first one, but I heard that it was difficult to get into it, so I just kept going, and I'm so glad that I did because it gets so good. It gets so good, seriously. Yes, I'm super excited to read this one. And then I got 3 more books that I just got with my own money. I spent $30. Which is not too bad. Before I went to Chapters to go shopping for books for their Boxing Week sale, I made a list of the books that I wanted, and I checked to make sure that they were in stock or that they carried them, because you know, some books, some stores don't carry them and you have to order them online. And there were 3 books that I wanted, that I have wanted for a while, that aren't available at our store. The first one was Matched by Ali Condi, and I wanted it in hardcover because my mom got me the second 2 books in the series in hardcover, so I wanted this one to match the series. And it's only in paperback now in stores, so I ordered this, and it was on sale, so I don't remember how much I spent on it, but it was cheaper than most hardback books. And I got Jellicoe Road by Marlena Marchetta, which is about a girl at a boarding school. That's all I know about it. Just that there's a boarding school, and it has a weird flower that I keep thinking is a butterfly. And the last book is Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones, which I just found out not too long ago that it was a book. I was like, that's a book? I had no idea. And so I was really interested to read it because now I forget what it's really about, a moving castle, because I haven't seen the movie, but now I want to after I read it. So those are all the books that I got for Christmas and with Christmas money and around Christmas time. Yeah. Okay.